Welcome to my little garage here. This is the Sleeker Spares S15. I'll give you a little rundown of the car just so I can introduce you to what I've been driving. It's a 99 model S15 with a 1.5 JZ, which basically means it's got a 2J block and a 1J head. The new big turbo here is a GTX 3582 Gen 2 by Garrett. And basically the car is pretty straightforward. Origin body kit, half the body kit sitting over here waiting to get repaired. Chihuahua barking in the background. Garage 7 tuned the car. Just had to shut the Chihuahua up, she's barking way too much. So where was I? Going inside the car. Still sort of unpacking from Darwin. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Running a Link Fury ECU, going through a AIM dash. It's a pretty amazing setup, and I'm happy that I've got that running in the car. It runs beautifully with that, and it's very, very safe. Coming towards the back here, I'll try and get under the back. Actually, I'll put it up on the hoist a bit higher. Go pretty high, even though it's a pretty small garage. Lucky that I can go all the way up. Alright, so underneath we've got, this is a TR6060 6-speed out of a Commodore, custom tail shaft and flange, GTR diff. I'm actually borrowing this one from Sleeker Spares. I need to get mine repaired. Just working on a few diffs here on the ground. Extreme twin plate clutch. It's a 230mm twin plate clutch that's lasted almost 2 years now. I haven't pulled it out once. I'm going to shoot that Chihuahua if it barks any more than that. That's what I thought. Alright, under here it's pretty messy. I've got the Costal steering designed by Stewie Bryant. This is the blatant setup. I've got it on the least amount of lock at the moment because it's just got crazy lock. Let's see what it does when I push it across. Least amount of lock. A bunch of coolers with ducting. That's really improved my cooling since I did the ducting. Shut up. Alright, I gave the Chihuahua a treat. Hopefully she'll stop barking. So basically, the car's just come back from Darwin. I'll put a few clips in here of how it went. Makes just over 450 kilowatts on the lowest boost setting we can have. It made 500 kilowatts when the boost was creeping up. There's not a lot I can do about that. At the moment I've got a pretty small wastegate. It's a 45mm Turbo Smart wastegate, and with this big turbo it just wants to keep pumping out the boost. So basically the only issues I had at Darwin was with the steering. So the goal today is to test out the steering a bit more. This is the old pump over here. I run an Astra electric pump. I've got Daniel Pry's pump in here at the moment. I've just got to finish cleaning up the wiring for that and also making it a bit cleaner because it's dirty. seeing if I can make it steer a bit easier. It's a bit hard to test here in the garage, but I might try a few alignment things, put it on the ground, go lock to lock, and see if we can get rid of some of the bind. So that's our goal today. That took longer than it should have. Not the best way to do it. I should really get a heat gun. But just shrink, wrapped that one, put a nice sheath over this one here, so it just keeps it looking neat and protected. So basically that one just plugs into the power, just goes straight to the alternator. I can try it with my hand. That one goes to the ECU and 12 volt. So I've plugged it all in. You can see I've got a P-clamp holding everything away from the belts, which is pretty important. Now, just going into the link software to test it. So go up here, just type power steering, power steering. Oops, run logging mode, configuration. Try that again. Power steering. So there's a GP output. At the moment it's it turns on after 250 RPM. I'm just going to turn the pump on. You hear it going. And we'll test how it goes with a bit of load. Here it ramps up when you get on full lock. Works. Turn it off. Oh, sorry, turn it back on to GP output. Ramps down slowly. So that works. On the next installment I'll have a bit of a muck around with the wheel alignment and see if I can just make it feel a bit better. At the moment it feels like it's binding really early, so I want to get rid of that binding feeling and just make it easier to drive. When it's easier, it's a bit more fun. And we've got 3 weeks until Drift Masters, so plenty of time to tinker with it, get an alignment and see how it goes. Catch you next time.